All right, good morning, brothers and sisters. First of all, thank you for your prayers. I am now taking antibiotics and steroids for my lungs. They don't know if it is bronchitis, pneumonia. They don't know if it's viral or bacterial, but I do know it's attack from the enemy. So we're gonna keep doing this. Sorry for not hitting you guys up yesterday. Long day, trying to adjust the meds, but forgive my voice. Coughing all day and night kind of hurts, but we still in this. All right, so bear with me. We are in 1 Samuel 14. And again, I love the books of 1st and 2nd Samuel because there's so many amazing stories of these warriors, of a prince, of princesses, of kings, of priests, men of war, commanders, mighty men who are not of the tribe of Israel, but they end up a rebel group of men that end up following David when he becomes when he leaves the kingdom under Saul's rule. But we'll get to that point. This is one of the beginning stories. This portion of scripture has to do with Jonathan. Now, you know that Jonathan is leading a part of the Israeli army, the army of Israel. And Jonathan has this spirit about him. Let's jump into it real quick. Verses 1 through 14. One day, Jonathan is camped around the Philistines, and his father's up on the other side. And Jonathan's like, man, I'm bored. Let's go attack the Philistines' garrison. And his arm bearer is like, bro, let's go. 2 of them only, all right? So they go up to this portion where this garrison's at, and Jonathan's like, hey, dude, here's what we're going to do. He's all, let's go to these uncircumcised. Here's a portion of scripture I love. He goes in verse 6, then Jonathan said to the young man who bore his armor, come, let us go over to the garrison of these uncircumcised. It may be that the Lord will work for us, for nothing restrains the Lord from saving by many or by few. Now, I love Jonathan's words. He's like, hey, let's go get these fools, man. They shouldn't be there, blah, blah, blah. He was like, let's go attack these uncircumcised. He's like, these are not God's people, and they are on God's property. They don't belong here. And we need to go cleanse them out. We need to go wipe them out. They shouldn't be here. You see, his perspective towards these people, these uncircumcised, these unclean people on this land. And it's our job to drive out these unclean people, just me and you. It's a 2-on-20. And Jonathan's like, God can do anything, bro. And the fact that these unclean fools are on this holy land, let's go take them out. And the armor bearer's like, bro, I got you, man. Just whatever's in your heart, let's do it to it because I trust you. You know what I'm saying? You're the king. You're the king's son, the next king to be. So they decide to go up there, and then when they get to the garrison, Jonathan's like, okay, check it out, dude. Here's what we're going to do. When I go show myself to these Philistines in the garrison, they say, hey, wait, stay there. He goes, then we'll stand our ground. We're like, oof, okay, then maybe it wasn't of God, but we'll do it to it still. He's all, but if they say, come up, he goes, then we will go, for the Lord has delivered them into our hand, and this will be a sign for us. So sure enough, again, the arm bearer's like, let's go do it, bro. I got you, So they get up there, and Jonathan shows himself to the Philistines. They're like, hey, you, get up here. Come here. And then Jonathan looks back at his arm bearer like, hey, dude, it's on, baby. We got this. And he goes up there, and as he goes up there, he's climbing up there, and these guys are coming out, and Jonathan, he's just cutting and cutting. And whatever Jonathan cuts and doesn't die, the armor bearer is just killing right behind him. Dad, just going for it. Just making sure that nobody gets up. And that day, 20 men fell by the sword of Jonathan and his armor bearer. And what I love about this portion of scripture is, first of all, their confidence in God. Their courage in God. Their boldness and their ability in God. To 2-on-20, 2-on-20. They didn't care. They're like, if God's for us, who can be against us? There are more behind us in the spirit than there are in front of us. What can man do to me besides offer me an early death and send me home to be with the Lord? They're like, don't threaten me with the good time, man. Let's do it to it. So I love that as I wake up this morning with my body just like fighting whatever's going on, and I can't breathe, and I can't get comfortable, and I can't sleep. You know what? God is just strengthening me for my next season when the next wave of this sickness comes upon many, and they're going to be discouraged. but I'm going to be strengthened in the Lord, and I'm already going to be, my body's already going to be adjusted to it. So I can go to them and not be affected or infected by the virus or bacteria that's coming around, whether it is in the air or whatever it may be. So I thank God for this season of sickness, the season of separation, the season of just sharing with you brothers and sisters, these stories, these accounts in the Old Testament that remind me today to be bold, David. If 20 men can't tackle 2, no virus can tackle a man unless God allows it to. So, brothers and sisters, I love you. God bless you. For those in Northwest Iowa, be careful. There's a blizzard out here. Get out there, go get your shopping done real quick. Come home, be safe. And for those rest of you out there, much love to you. Thank you for your prayers. Please continue praying for me. If you need prayer, just leave a comment, please. And trust me, I'm home for the next few days. I got nothing better to do than pray for you all. So I love you. God bless. Remember, choose wisdom over the world.